Welcome to Financial Focus, brought to you by GulfCoast Financial Services founder and CEO, John Kuykendall. John and his team of financial, legal, and tax professionals have been providing North Florida savers and investors sound, comprehensive financial guidance for over 30 years, helping you to achieve important life and planning goals. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and tune in for more Financial Focus by visiting GulfCoastFinancial.net.
And welcome into the program. This is Financial Focus with the best of the best in financial services, as named by the readers of the Lake City Reporter, 8 straight years and running. The team from GulfCoast Financial Services, with more than 31 years serving North Central Florida, proactive savers and investors. Founder, CEO, John Kuykendall, with us as always. Hopefully, John, providing some insight onto where the markets are and what savers and investors need to do right now to maybe take advantage of this bump up that we've seen so far this year.
Well, the market's been an interesting thing, Peter, because we were supposed to have this recession, which really never happened. We had a correction, but we didn't have a recession. And so the market has actually turned around and done pretty well so far this year. Last couple of days we've ended up with some down, but that's expected. The market goes up, the market goes down, but over time the market is always up. I mean, that's what we have to look at. And so I don't know exactly what the market's going to do, but I know this: it will zigzag and end up over time up. That's just the way it works.
Well, John, throughout the course of this program, you have talked a lot about the balance of the need, the necessity, the appropriateness of risk for growth, but also the need, the appropriateness, the necessity of a strategy for preservation and protection of both our assets and our income. And you've brought along a list of some of the fundamentals for long-term success on that growth and risk side of our total financial strategy and picture.
Well, that's right, Peter. And, unfortunately, we need to be a little less risky, take a little less aggressive in retirement because we're living off our own money. And so, some of the things that we need to do is invest early and often because, like I said, over time, the market's going to go up. And if we're buying on a consistent basis, then we're what we call in the business dollar cost averaging. So we're buying at the highs and lows, but over time it will average out because there's no way we can time the market. And so that's one of the most important keys, is to get that, as they call it, the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. And the longer we're in the market compounding that interest, the more money we're going to have for retirement.
And along with that, John, any other good approaches if we are maybe reaching or transitioning to the point where we're no longer making that ongoing contribution and investment?
Well, then we need to be more conservative, Peter, because, like I said, we're going to be living off our own money. So we need to have a growth bucket because we have to have growth just to keep up with inflation. But then that's when we want to look at that income bucket. And we want to make sure that we've got predictable, sustainable income coming in every month to take care of our needs.
One of the tips on your list, John, I thought was rather appropriate. And I feel like we may be seeing a lot of it right now. The tip is don't panic, remain calm, but be informed. And I think that maybe I'm off here, but are you seeing a lot of people that are maybe not remaining calm, panicking, acting emotionally right now?
Well, if we have that, Peter, it's new clients, because our older clients, the ones who've been with us for a while, understand that, like I said, the market's going to go up, the market's going to go down. But over time, we're going to take care of them and watch their money for them. That's what we do. So, the thing is that there's so much news. There's so many people telling you what to do and how to do it that it just makes people want to make the wrong decision at the wrong time. And a lot of times, Peter, we need to look at the source of where we're getting that information. I remember, one time there was an article out about the market was going to crash. You need to get out of the market and get into gold. And if you read the fine print down at the bottom of the ad, it said sponsored by the Diamond and Gold Exchange. So, everybody's got a reason why they're doing something. You need to make sure that you understand what that reason is and trust your professionals, trust the people that work for you.
And John, again, balancing our desire for growth and the appropriate level of risk, there is also reason and appropriateness for a protection and preservation strategy. And there are actually some pretty attractive options for that side of our portfolio now, whereas maybe as little as 24 months ago, it was a pretty desolate landscape as far as what was attractive there.
Well, that's right. 24 months ago, we were paying 1% on money market accounts. And so rates have risen because the Fed's raised rates. There are some very attractive interest rates right now that are being paid that are fixed or short term. And so you need to look at those and make sure you diversified your portfolio enough, Peter. And that goes back to rebalancing, Peter. We need to look at our portfolios and we need to rebalance. We've had tremendous growth since 2008. And your portfolio, if you haven't looked at it, is probably out of sync with your risk numbers. You've probably, if you think about it, you've had, because of the growth, you're more aggressive now than you were in 2008. So we need to take a look at rebalancing our portfolio, at least annually, but if not quarterly.
Tips for your long-term financial success and progress from the founder and CEO of GulfCoast Financial Services. More than 31 years helping proactive savers and investors formulate the plans to achieve those important financial goals, ladies and gentlemen. And for the last 8 straight years and running, his team has been named best of the best in financial services by the readers of the Lake City Reporter for these reasons that you've heard on the program and many more. So give them a call if you would like to sit down, have a conversation, get that plan started, formulate your financially focused written retirement plan. 386-755-9018, the number to call, 386-755-9018, or you can visit online, GulfCoastFinancial.net, GulfCoastFinancial.net, or once again, reach John Kuykendall and the team from Gulf Coast Financial Services at 386-755-9018. John, always appreciate your dose of common sense to this crazy financial world here on Financial Focus.
Thank you, Peter. It is crazy. And Peter, don't forget, it's 9 years in a row.
9 years in running. Fantastic. Another feather in the cap there for the team at Gulf Coast Financial Services. I know, John, your team takes great pride in the care that you take of the clients that you serve. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we do. Thank you.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and tune in for more Financial Focus by visiting GulfCoastFinancial.net. The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only, without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for a particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature and not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes. John Kuykendall is registered with and securities are offered through Kovac Securities, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, found online at www.kovacsecurities.com. Advisory services are offered through Gulf Coast Financial Services, Inc., a registered investment advisor in Florida. Gulf Coast Financial Services, Inc. is not affiliated with Kovac Securities, Inc. or Kovac Advisors, Inc. Past performance is not indicative of future results. All investing involves risk. Investment decisions should be based on your own goals, time horizon, and tolerance for risk. Due to various factors, including changing market conditions and/or applicable laws, the content may no longer be reflective of current opinions or positions.